Everyone here ready for yet another BedWars match, because this is the second BedWars match of the day. Academy B9 versus Breaking Bad for another spot in the round of 16. As we have already witnessed, we have seen a B9 qualified to the round of 16, and we have another team with a similar name that is going to be Academy B9, but do not get confused because they are totally different teams that could maybe face each other in the quarterfinals. Right now, we're waiting for all of the 8 players from both Academy 9 and Breaking Bad to join the match. And of course, let's start with the brackets. We have to show you the brackets, how they are looking like at this very moment. And right now, last team to qualify has indeed been V9, and we have from this side Academy V9 and Breaking Bad. The winner of this match will have to wait until Barnada, and I don't know what name to choose, to know the rival in the round of 16. That is how the brackets are looking like at this very moment. The lineups are in the stream's description. Let me read them to you. Academy V9 has Glorious Body 389, MC 6624, Xavier X1C, CYS 017, and VitorOliMac. From Breaking Bad, we have S1E, bvid, Solaris 7068, Brabc IHaveABigBP, xCritHit, and OGNukeMan. Right now, we only have 3 players here from Academy V9. Those are Glorious Body 389, CYS 017, and VitorOliMac. Well, it looks like it's going to be one exciting match. I see lots of big names around the competitive community as far as I'm concerned. So imagine if this extends past the second game. Right, the maps. Today's match will be played in the following maps: Mushroom, Factory, and Fort. 3 maps, 3 interesting maps. I personally like the Mushroom one. Quite a map to have some quick games indeed, as we have already seen before. Factory is another classic, and Fort, we have not seen that much. We have seen Fort more often than Factory, if I recall correctly. But the maps that they have chosen are pretty much balanced, and they are not too big, so hopefully that means that both teams know what they are doing. MC6624 has joined for Academy V9. We now have to wait for Breaking Bad. And they join us today with xCritHit, S1E, Solaris 7068, and bvid. xCritHit being the Season 1 finalist of the first ever Equus tournament. So we have quite a big name around here. Let's see if they will get that first place, or they'll have to try to reach for second place again. Right now we have our players here. This one is quite curious because if you know about football, you notice that this skin has the uniform of the Spanish national team, so that's quite cool. All of the 8 players are already here. You can see all of them here preparing for the first game that will take place in Mushroom. We shall begin this right away. The third and final match of this day will be a Java match. It will be our opening match of the Java tournament. Remember, it is a group stage, so no one is getting eliminated yet. But without any further ado, let's begin this first game. From this side, we of course have Academy B9, and from the other side, we have Breaking Bad. To see who will reach mid first, we have to watch Vivid attempting to reach it before Glory's Body. Of course, that did not happen. There's now a fight going on that Glory's Body will win. So that means that Glory's Body takes the diamonds, but they'll have to run away as quick as they can before xCritHit gets them. And we have another fight going on here. MC6624 was no match for S1E. Blue team is now dominating mid, and S1E seems to go towards breaking Orange Bridge, which didn't turn out to be fine as they got fireballed. Concrete defense over here from Breaking Bad side. Vivid comes back to mid, so does Glory's Body without an armor. VitorOliMac is better geared up. The entire team comes to help. It looks like they'll attempt to push towards Orange Island. We can see 6624 out of the way. S1E will attempt to break the bridge once again. Not sure why they will do that after getting fireballed before. CYS comes to attack S1E. So does VitorOliMac. S1E perishes, but xCritHit survives. And they do it with some diamonds. And a fireball to get xCritHit out of the way from the bridge. S1E builds it again to return to mid. S1E will attempt to push towards Orange alone. Doesn't seem like it will happen yet. They just made a bridge. Vivid could finish the job instead. They proceed to attack CYS. VitorOliMac joins the fight. And unfortunately, Vivid perishes. Things are looking better for Breaking Bad as they have more control of the diamonds than Academy V9. That's one fireball that exploded on top of the bridge. The other one was dodged. They were sent away. Quite a handful of fireballs to try to get xCritHit out of the way. That did not work. Vivid countered attacks. Vivid tries to build forward. More fireballs. So far, nothing has happened other than Vivid getting their bridge destroyed for now. Glory's Body from the right side goes to the corner. Diamond. Right now, Vivid has the entire Orange team at its side. While S1E takes care of the diamonds. There's been absolutely no room for Orange team to advance further. They are pretty much locked, trapped in their island. Unless someone here makes a move that if Vivid has some fireballs, they could stop quite easily. Vivid makes the move toward the orange bed. Seems to not be happening yet. Fireball to try to get bvid out of the way. That did not work. xCritHit comes back. They have a load of TNT prepared to get that defense done for. xCritHit surrounds Lurie's body, while bvid takes care of the main bed defense. bvid locks in. CYS finds an opening. S1E gets in the way. And unfortunately the gambit did not work and both blue teammates have perished, and for now the bed is still intact. S1E returns to mid. MC6624 tries to find S1E. By the fight that S1E is trying to win, but VitorOliMac came there to help and finish them. bvid goes straight for the orange island. Brabc on top that VitorOliMac will have to try to reach to get bvid out of the way. Two mining fatigue totems, bvid will have to take them out before they can break the bet. Do I see an underpearl right there? Could be very useful. If they plan it right, of course. For that, they'll need a teammate to take care of the players and serve as a distraction. Both bvid and xCritHit jump down to fight. That distraction I told you about was there. xCritHit clutches that fall with an enderpearl. But they'll have to retreat for now. bvid drops the TNT on top of that bed defense. But they cannot find the right moment yet. They clutch back with an enderpearl. bvid unfortunately was fireballed and fell to the void. So far, orange team is defending pretty well. But blue had their moments. With a couple enderpearl clutches, they could have planned it better. The intention was there. The plan was there to distract a couple of those orange opponents so they could have an easier time breaking the bet. bvid will try to build back. They drop that TNT to get rid of the mining fatigue totem. xCritHit teleports toward the bed. While bvid takes care of the orange players, xCritHit tries to break the bet, but they are caught in time. They have no choice but to teleport back, and due to that death, they also wasted an enderpearl. Quite unfortunate, as bvid has no choice but to escape. CYS is getting best of them. SYE comes back to help. SYE falls down. They surely know how to defend the bed very well. And what we appeared as an impending bed break eventually turned into a lesson of how to defend your island at all costs. Well done by Academy V9. That was pretty great. Maybe the next xCritHit comeback. xCritHit tries to deal with CYS 017. And so they do. VitorOliMac catches xCritHit. They teleport to one of the corner diamonds. Another fight here at mid between SYE and Glory's Body. Orange is surely making xCritHit waste all of their Ender Pearls. Those were 3 wasted Ender Pearls in order to save themselves. Hope they got enough diamonds to cover that for that. Slowly but surely, Orange is coming back to mid. All it takes is just winning the fights, pushing forward. Eventually, you'll get their bet. We're heading closer to the deathmatch. In fact, it will be in 5 minutes. This game turned out to last longer than what I thought. Surely this is being the game of the round. Looks like xCritHit will come back to push toward Orange Island. Although that TNT is being dropped on their island. With 4 minutes remaining, they'll have to try to get that bet. So at least if they reach that match, they have that advantage of the totems. xCritHit is killed by CYS. That was a double kill that ended with bvid eventually getting them. Glory's Body teleports back to mid. 2v1 against bvid. Glory's Body jumps down to try to get bvid, who was in that corner. We have another fight here. VitorOliMac tried to get blue team's bet. Unfortunately, that did not work, so they have to teleport back. Will bvid do the same? If they have an E-Pearl, they could do it. bvid was so close to that bet. CYS unfortunately perished by one of the TNTs from this game stage. Deathmatch is approaching closer. We might have our first deathmatch of the tournament. A fight here between SYE and CYS. So far, it looks like both teams will just settle for a deathmatch. No bed breaks in this round, even though both teams tried their best. VitorOliMac will push forward. xCritHit catches them in time, they teleport back. The YS will have to deal with them. At first you must get one of those turrets, then the other. Deathmatch is in only 1 minute. At this point, both teams should just try toward gearing up as much as possible instead of doing any gambits. Because all you'll achieve at this point is just the totem advantage. CYS tries anyway. That was a clever play. Dropping that TNT on your bridge so they could fireball it and have that TNT fall down to their bridge. Glorious Body teleports to the blue team's island. They block the upper entrance. They drop that TNT. CYS comes to help. The light blue team is gone. Just 20 seconds short of the deathmatch. Solar Ice falls down. It's now up to bvid. Deathmatch has begun, which means that Orange has lost their bet as well. bvid tried to A-Pearl to the mid, but that unfortunately did not work. Academy B9 win the first game. What a wonderful first game. I really like the first game. Pretty much the best one so far. We even reached deathmatch and everything. Quite the excitement. I hope all of you are hyped up because this is not done yet. There's so much more to be seen in the second game that will be in Factory. Academy B9, after a really hard first game, are now 1-0 up on both bets and score. If they keep it up in the second game, they will eventually earn their qualification to the second round, the round of 16. They look like a strong team to do it. So far, we're now waiting for the 8 players. From Academy B9, we have VitorOliMac and CYS17. Let's see if Breaking Bad will do any swaps in order to try to turn around that 1-0. We're waiting for the teammates from Academy B9 to join up. So far, we have only seen VitorOliMac and CYS17. Here they are, Glorious Body 389 and MC6624. No swaps from Academy B9. Let's see if Breaking Bad will do any swaps for the second game. And we have one swap, xCritHit, Vivid S1E, and I have a big VP. Those are the 4 players from the Breaking Bad. Replacing Solaris 7868. All of them are here now. We shall begin the second game very soon. Hopefully it will be as exciting as the first game. Personally, that was so far the best game of the Bedrock tournament. You hear that? We shall begin this right away. This is Factory. From this side, we have Academy B9. From this other side, we have Breaking Bad. Bvid will make the first move towards mid. CYS17 will do that as well. Bvid this time, the first one to reach mid. CYS17 will try to make that quick rush, but they were too slow because they covered their pet already. And they got killed by S1E. First rush made by Academy 9. Of course, it doesn't usually work. S1E attempts to push forward. They are completely surrounded, but CYS doesn't have any armor. VitorOliMac finishes the job, but they are knocked off. Glory's body goes to mid. The entrance is blocked, and Glory's body fell for the trap, but they fireball their way out, and they are now fighting Vivid. Glory's body will have to go for one of the corner diamonds. They quickly teleport back home, it appears. Or not. Blue team is now getting hold of the mid diamonds. Another fight here, gonna be a 2v1. MC will run away from it. VitorOliMac pushes forward. VitorOliMac returns back to the island. IHaveABigBP could push forward. Glory's body tries to fireball IHaveABigBP. MC falls off the bridge. IHaveABigBP goes to Glory's body. And he completely killed them and erased all of the diamonds they were collecting. Another kill by IHaveABigBP. They could attempt to push towards the orange team now that they are weak. And so they will do with the help of bvid. Gotta drop that TNT to get rid of the totems. It does look like Blue might have it this time. Gotta keep defending while Vivid gets the bet. The last struggle from orange team. And Breaking Bad turns the game around for a 1-1. We're going straight to the third game, quick and easy by Breaking Bad. This is not over. We are witnessing yet another final game. Would you look at that? Academy V9 and Breaking Bad. They will fight the way to the round of 16 in the last map, which is going to be Fort. Folks, this is just getting very exciting. What seemed to be a nice first game from Academy V9 eventually turned into a disaster that Breaking Bad could pull off and take that equalizer. And they could still come back and eventually qualify to the round of 16. Academy V9, that was not a favorable game indeed. They could not gear up properly. That was a disadvantage to them. We are now in the third and final game. Let's see if Academy V9 has done any swaps. Well, they have not done any swaps. They have Glorious Body, MC66624, and CYS17. So no swaps yet. They still are missing one player. So let's see who that last player will be. Quite an exciting match I am witnessing. I already told you both teams have really great players, and the result could go one way or another. VitorOliMac has joined the third and final game for Academy V9, while there are no swaps from Breaking Bad. Still the same lineup from second game: HaveABigBP, bvid, xCritHit, and S1E. With this being said, shall finally begin the final game taking place in Fort. Once everyone is ready, we shall finally begin. This is how the lobby is looking like. All of our 8 players. This is the last game. No mistakes allowed. All eliminations are final. Whoever wins qualifies to the round of 16. No more blunders, no more mistakes. This is it. The third and final game of Academy V9 and Breaking Bad. Whoever wins moves on. Whoever loses is out for good. We shall finally begin this right away. This is Fort. From this side, we have Academy V9. And from this other side, we have Breaking Bad. bvid begins making that bridge towards mid way quicker than Orange could do it. Glorious Body arrives. So does VitorOliMac. HaveABigBP and S1E join the fight. S1E will try to make that initial rush. Not possible, they have already covered the bet in concrete. VitorOliMac goes to one of the corner diamonds. And to the other, they're making bridges to the 2 corner diamonds so they can have another access to the mid. S1E is blocking the middle access. It's 8:39 here where I live. That means that the third and final match of the day shall begin, if I am not mistaken, in 1 hour and 20 minutes. We are really looking forward to that initial first match, the opening match of the Java tournament. Stay tuned, because it's gonna be one heck of a match. All 3 games will be played. That's a difference from the Bedrock matches. S1E has control of the 2 corner diamonds that Orange does not have. This could be lethal for Academy B9. S1E once again blocking the middle access, while IHaveABigBP is farming the diamonds. Blue definitely has the diamond advantage, as they can properly gear up without any trouble. They have total control of the mid. VitorOliMac finally gets to farm one of the corner diamonds. MC6624 tries to rebuild the middle axis. S1E doesn't let them do that. Have another fight here. 2v1. S1E is finally killed. Over here, bvid tries to get MC6624. But they choose to run towards the Orange Island, while being chased, of course. bvid runs to one of the corner diamonds, eventually avoiding them, so they can return to the mid by one of the side bridges. Mid fight here. IHaveABigBP is better geared up. MC blocks the way. CYS tries to get out of the way, and they do it. IHaveABigBP is chasing CYS, and they do it by getting them to the void. S1E is getting closer. That's a fireball that almost got them, but in turn they broke their bridge again. Looks like this could be the final push. IHaveABigBP is fireballed. They fall off. bvid jumps down. They drop that TNT. CYS is knocked off. bvid was killed. IHaveABigBP has to retreat. Chose to come back. xCritHit is up there. S1E tries to get CYS out of there. They are not able to, however. CYS is waiting for S1E up there. Eventually chase them. S1E blocks the way. CYS launches a fireball storm. They completely forget about bvid. It's now pushing towards the orange island with the help of F1E. Glory's body clutches. IHaveABigBP locks in. Enderpearl clutch to avoid getting knocked off. S1E unfortunately could not handle any longer and foil to the void. Pretty formidable defense from Orange team. Once again, why did not we see that in the second game? xCritHit is now keeping the orange players at bay, shooting them in case they make a move. CYS will try to make a move anyway, and that unfortunately does not work as they are indeed shot off the bridge. MC aims, but they could not get xCritHit. xCritHit eliminates one of the turrets. They drop another fireball. Both IHaveABigBP and xCritHit are keeping orange players at bay, as we observe right here. CYS is brave enough to bridge towards mid. They are attacked by IHaveABigBP. They block, but at least try to, and that unfortunately didn't end so well for CYS 17. xCritHit is now all alone. They try to shoot, they try to get them to not move. S1E comes to help. The TNT rain will begin in 3 minutes. After that, it's a 5-minute countdown until deathmatch. Could we have another deathmatch again? Oh, imagine if we had that. IHaveABigBP makes a safe bridge, despite the fireballs that may come and to try to bring them down. They run as fast as they can. And they finally drop that TNT. IHaveABigBP falls down. The bed has been destroyed. Looks like it could be impending doom for Orange team, but VitorOliMac will try to make that last resort push. But they are denied that push. They will focus on getting blue team out of the way first. As they do so, but unfortunately CYS was eliminated. All I see here is that Orange team tried to defend as much as they could. Eventually, they were totally overwhelmed. They try to shoot to bring IHaveABigBP down. CYS is relaying some important info to their team, or so it appears. Another final fight ensues. Glory's body clutches back. S1E falls off. So does IHaveABigBP. The only one left here is bvid. We'll have no choice but to retreat for now. If Orange manages to drag this until deathmatch, they will eventually be even, at least in beds. xCritHit goes back to Orange Island. There's nobody there but Glory's body. VitorOliMac rushes fast to try to help their teammate. And goodness they did, because xCritHit got knocked off by VitorOliMac. Otherwise it could have been fatal. The TNT has begun to drop. Deathmatch is in 5 minutes, in less than 5 minutes. Here we have another fight. Glory's body clutches once again. IHaveABigBP is comboing VitorOliMac. They fortunately clutch. MC teleports to the blue team's island. They almost get the bet, but MC clutches back. They'll have to retreat for now, because otherwise it will be impossible without breaking that fatigue totem, which VitorOliMac achieves. And even though they died, at least they managed to get blue team's bet. Quite a sacrifice from VitorOliMac, the hero of Orange team. Can they survive this 4v2 though? This could very well be the last fight. It's now up to Glory's body, alone in a 4v1. He's being dominated here and there, and with this, folks, Breaking Bad is securing the place in the round of 16. Academy B9, unfortunately, despite their best efforts, is out. Quite the game of the tournament. I surely enjoyed this as much as most of you may have done. What an absolute spectacle. One of the biggest games of this stage, at least. Props to both teams. They have played absolutely great. Eventually, Breaking Bad takes the victory, but Academy B9 almost had it for sure. Wow. Alright, let's see how the brackets are looking like with the victory of Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad makes the comeback and qualify to the round of 16. Unfortunately, we will not be having that Academy B9 versus B9 fight I told you guys about. With this, we now have 6 teams qualified. Alcahuetes, the Voiders, Breaking Bad, V9, Stormer team, and the Gravediggers. V9 will now have to wait until Ultimate versus Control Alt Defeat to know their opponent in the next round. With this, folks, we now have only one match left. It will be the Java opening match. I'll let you know which opponents are fighting in that match. It will be. Let me tell you, Wapple's team versus the Trickers. Absolutely amazing opening game. It could not start any better. We will see you there in about an hour. Goodbye for now. This has been a pleasure to stream. We will see